Today we are going to be making my world famous peach jam. I have 5 peaches here. I thought I had more, but we actually went through more peaches. We buy a lot of grocery in general from Costco. Even after we moved back to New York City, we just decided to keep the Costco membership and have some of the grocery delivered. In New York City, you have so many choices, that's true, but a lot of the grocery stores are just so expensive. And the problem is the quality of their grocery isn't always that good. So, yeah, we decided to keep Costco membership, and I thought that was a really smart thing to do. Oh, by the way, we just installed this knife holder, and it's magnetic. Then we put our knives here. I really like this. It feels like they're lone wolves. Oh, anyways, going back to peaches. We have 5 peaches, and they're already like kind of wrinkled, a little old. This is the same recipe for almost any fruit. You need fruit itself, you need sugar, you need lemon, fresh lemon, and balsamic vinegar, which is the most important ingredient in my recipe. Balsamic vinegar makes your jam so tasty. You do not need any pectin, you do not need any other fancy tools. You just need these 4 things, and you have a stove at home, you have a pot. That's all you need. Super easy. Okay, let's get started. So the first step is to wash your peaches. I already washed them. I'm going to use the scale just to give me a ballpark understanding of how much fruit that I'm dealing with. It's really a small batch because there are only 5 peaches. First thing is you take off its skin. This one is really ripe. Hopefully I can just peel the skin off without using a peeler. Leaving some skin on is totally fine. Fruit skin has natural pectin in it, and the fruit itself does too. So it's really not the biggest a deal. Just make sure you remove the pits. Take the pits out. I'm gonna cut this later. These peelers, when you first buy them, they're always pretty good, but then after a while, it's just like so dull. Okay, 2 more peaches to go. All right, and then cut them to small pieces. Try to cut them into even sizes, but don't stress anything. Okay, so they are pretty much good to go. We'll just look for if any pieces are particularly bigger than the other ones. So looks like we have 623 grams of fruit. Some people do this ratio of 5 to 1. That would be 500 grams of fruit and 100 grams of sugar. That's really too much for me. I usually do 3 big spoons. So maybe 7 to 1, 8 to 1. Put sugar in. Big spoons. 2 and 3. We'll do a little 4. Okay. Then I'm just gonna mix it. What you're looking for is making sure that you have enough sugar to coat the fruit. Don't do too much. You can always add more later on. All right, it looks pretty good. I just use saran wraps to cover it. I leave this in the fridge for at least 3 hours. but sometimes I love to keep them in the fridge overnight. The sugar is going to draw out all the moist. All right, so depending on how much work I want to do today, we'll see if I'm going to finish making this jam later tonight or tomorrow morning. All right, it's day 2. We did not finish up the jam yesterday. We're going to finish it up today. This is the peach that we kept in the fridge overnight, and it's been over 24 hours, and you really don't have to do it that long. Just look at the syrup that's coming out of the peach. This is beautiful. The next steps are very easy. What you do is you pour all the fruit here in. And you turn on the stove. Look at the color. Stir it. The idea is just you want the fruit to cook down. Once it's boiling, I would reduce the heat to medium. And I'll check on it every few minutes. You don't want it to burn. One tool that could be helpful is this mashed potato crusher. You can smash down the fruit and help the fruit chunks to break down a little faster. The kitchen smells so good right now. It's the sugar. Boop, 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 boop. There's really not much going into making jam. Just make sure that they don't burn. Stir it once a while. Let it cook down. I don't know when my hand is gonna be better. It's been maybe 10 minutes. You can see that the consistency has completely changed. Oh, hey. This whole jam making thing would take a while, maybe 40 minutes. I don't want it to be too far away from the kitchen. So what I do is I sit in the kitchen because I'm so pregnant. I sit in the kitchen, I have some snacks, and I read a book. Then I look at the fruit to make sure it's not burned, and I can stir it once in a while. That's how I would do it. Okay, so another 10 minutes has passed, and you can see how it's further broken down, but we're not there yet. I think we probably need like 20 more minutes. But this is when I start adding citrusy stuff in there. And the stuff is just lemon, okay? Squeeze a little bit, not a little bit, quite a bit. So now we're going to add my secret sauce, which is just balsamic vinegar. I probably got this from Costco. Nothing fancy, okay? I don't even use this for salad. I just use this for jam. One hand I'm holding the camera, but ideally you pour that into a spoon so you have a better control of how much you're adding in, but it's really just like, that's all I need. And the balsamic vinegar is very tasty. It's not just a vinegar. It has a lot of sweetness to it. So it's never overwhelming. Oh, look at the consistency. All right, then I am going to try a little bit. So good. So good. I'm just gonna add a little bit lemon, add a little bit more tartness to it. Let me try again. It's really good. It's perfect. All right, I'll just let it further cook down, maybe 15 more minutes. All right, we're pretty close to where I would like the jam to be. And I know a lot of people do a cold plate test or a spoon test. Well, the test that I like to do is eyeballing. I think this is good. It's homemade jam, you know? As long as it tastes good, you're going to finish it right away. Who cares? I like how it's a little thick. Okay, the very last step, jar it. Because it tastes so good, we always finish it really fast. You can keep this in the fridge for a month. How many peaches did we have? 6 peaches? And that is how much peach jam you would yield. That's it. The last thing to remember is that this jam is your personal creation. If you want to add more sugar, add more sugar. If you want to add more citrus, add more citrus. Just experiment and have fun with it. You do not have to follow exactly what I do to a T, but you should because it's so good. Everybody loves my jam. When I visit friends, I always bring a jar of my homemade jam to them. The only problem with that is I keep losing mason jars to them. Maybe I should charge them $2 for a mason jar. The jam itself is fine. It's love.
Thanks for watching.